Hey, hello, hello. Hi, Constance.
Hi, Eloise.
How are you?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm really fine. Thank you very much. So, we are the 5th of August, but a lot of people registered to this event, so that's pretty great. It's a summer session, and today we will talk about how to leverage your private messages on LinkedIn, the DM, the voice notes to convert your leads. And we will really start from a data and intent based. Um, I'm Eloise. I worked at La Growth Machine, which is a sales automation tool. And today I'm with Constance Gatbois, which is a who is a big expert, clay expert, LGM expert. She runs her own agency, Marketing Skills. Constance, I let you introduce yourself, but yeah, so I'm super happy to run this feminine, 100% female session. And don't hesitate to ask all your questions or just to say hi in the chat. And Constance, I let you introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. So I'm Constance, and I'm working a lot with data. Also, yes, with Clay and Lagos Machine as well. We help B2B companies to increase their growth through data mostly and GTM engineering. So that's what I can say about that.
Great.
Maybe I will share my screen.
Yes, I know that you prepare some slides. And let's switch in maybe, yeah, this is diaporama, just tout en haut, just near to share button. You
Near to
have.
share button. Okay. Yes. Okay. I've got it. Let's dive into it. I will start to clarify what is DM, like direct message in LinkedIn, just to be sure that everyone is understanding that the goal of a DM is not to sell or book meeting, but really to create a connection and start a conversation. So with the first message, we are trying to have engagement from the contact.
Mm,
It's really based on that, starting a conversation.
yeah,
So many DMs with a bunch of text, and people are not reading it, and it's often sent directly to the bin. So um, to start, we will start with the webinar today will be in three steps. Three steps, sorry. The first one is about detect the perfect moment to get in touch with someone. It could be obvious for a lot of you, but some needs to have clarification about it. And we will use what is called intent signals. Depending on your industry and the industry you are targeting, you will not use all these intent signals. Read the one that is relevant. And I have to say that we are not using it directly in the copy. It really depends. Sometimes yes, but for instance, funding or a new position for your contact, everybody will use it. So if you do so, you will be like everyone else. You will have the same copy as others. So really to be different from others, it's something we use to find the perfect moment, not really in the copy. You can use at the end of your email if you want to congrats the contact, but really not as the starting of your copy.
mm. If
I
there is question about what is intent, or if you have challenges, if you face challenges to detect these intent signals, don't hesitate to ask in the chat and explain what are your challenges.
yeah, yeah, because some are really difficult to get. So it
Yeah.
could be. So to dive in, I will talk about each of it and how to find them. Mainly and mostly on this webinar, I will talk about Clay, but you can find them in LGM directly for some of them. And also, if you are using tools like Airtable or Google Sheets, you can also find them directly on it. It's a bit difficult regarding Clay, but or LGM, but it works. To start, a new position. If the new position is about the person, you can have the information directly into LinkedIn and Sales Navigator, and the data here in Clay is coming from Sales Navigator as well. So you will have the date of the actual position. You can also have the previous position, but mainly we will focus on this one. For the hiring, this one could be tricky to find because it really depends on your market. If it's in France, you have several websites about it. If it's worldwide, you will have a look even for France in linking page, company page, sorry, and you will have the information. But sometimes people are not publishing their job alerts in their company page. They will use other websites. So it's really important to search in LinkedIn, but also in other places. So you have specific job websites like Indeed and other kind of things. For raising fund, you have Crunchbase. The issue with Crunchbase is not an issue, but it could really be expensive to use Crunchbase. So the great things to use is ChatGPT. OpenAI is working really well. In Clay, we use ClayGen, but you connect directly your OpenAI account, and then you use a prompt asking OpenAI to find for a fund, a recent fund in the 25 or late 24, but not before. It's too old. Other things you can look for is if the company is on an incubator, because if they are not raising funds, they are help with other people to grow, and it could be something relevant for you. Regarding the technology, one of the best tool is BuildWiz. You can go directly to the website. The better way to use it is directly with the API, sorry, but if you don't use it a lot, it's better to use directly in Clay. You use Clay credit, obviously, to use this tool, but you have great response. I put an example here. And finally, visit your website. It's could be really relevant to know if someone went to your website, look at different type of pages. But it really depends on where you are based, because if you are in Europe, due to GDPR law, you can't have the contact information. You will have the information about the company, but you don't know who in the company came to your site. So Albacross or Clearbit are good tools. Clearbit has been bought by HubSpot, so it's directly integrated in HubSpot now. And for the US market, you can use our B2B.
We have a question from Nathan about technology. Just the step before, he asked, is there a way to find technology that isn't via the website? Because he said, I believe BuildWiz only gives you the website technology stack. For example, targeting companies that use SAP or something like that.
Yes, it will be difficult to find it. You won't find it with BuildWiz because yes, BuildWiz use the website, but sometimes for SAP you can have connection directly in the website, and you will have the information. But if not, you can find the information through news, company news. Sometimes they are talking about that, or it could be the provider of SAP, the one that have installed it, who have case studies about the company. So you will have to do some research, and OpenAI could be a great choice to find this information.
Thank you, Constance. Also, Sander said for website, Europe website visitor tool, lead info is also another tool.
Okay.
So yeah, I know
I didn't.
also in US that there is Vector. Yeah, a few tools do that.
Okay. It's great to know.
Yes, and about raising fundraising, I think one on the La Growth Machine has enrichment, and one of the next enrichment data will be this one.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yes, regarding some enrichment, you have also some of them on directly on LGM. If you don't want to use Clay, you can do some enrichment directly into LGM. So it's
Yes.
good to
Yeah.
know.
You have job title, location. You have company size, company, of course, websites. Yeah, a different industry, etc. Yeah. Mail, telephone, of course.
Yes, it's the obvious one. And the last one is LinkedIn post. Why LinkedIn post? Because for two main reasons. The first one, if people are publishing content on LinkedIn, that means that they are using the platform, and sometimes you have users that are never on the platform, and you can send them DM. You won't have any answers. Sometimes I've got answers, like 4 years later. So for a campaign, it's quite difficult, and that's first signal. It's important for that. The other things, it's to personalize the message. You will have data and information, and it can improve the content of your DM and add a really personalized information, and also information that are relevant because they are really not so old. Regarding this one, in that case, I have used Phantom Buster, and the Phantom I've used is LinkedIn Activity Extractor, is the one to extract the post. You can extract a lot of posts, but in this case, the last one was really interesting for us. And for each post, you have the information about the date of the post. Um, and also, you can have this directly into LGM as well.
Yes, exactly. On La Growth Machine, just to deep dive in this feature, you can import people who commented any post, attended or registered to any LinkedIn event, or like any post. When I say any post, it means that it could be yours, but it could be your competitor's one. It could be an influencer's one. So anybody who just engage with the post and have shown an interest could be extracted and imported in your lead list. And we also have the follow my company page import. So this is dedicated to your page. It's not any page, but yeah, for the three other one, it's any post. So yeah, I think it's a really powerful way to personalize your DM, your messages, saying, "Oh, I saw you've been interested in this topic and this theme because you commented the post of this person with custom attributes and the variable in La Grosse Machine. You can customize more than 24 custom attributes and variables, so you really can be super specific and customize, personalize all your messages, email or LinkedIn.
Yeah. And that's also great because scrapping or getting info from LinkedIn is quite challenging, due to the way they don't want people to scrap the content. So having great tools to do that, it's really great.
Yep.
So next, what to do with this intent signal? As told previously, we don't use them in the copy because it's not relevant. Something great to do once you have done your message is to read it out loud, and if it feels weird, don't send it. Your message should really be short, straight to the point, one sentence explaining why them, why do you contact this person, why now, and what is why you, in fact. So one sentence, another one, and that's all. Soft CTA, not asking for a meeting. Sorry.
Yeah, for booking a meeting directly,
Yes.
like
Well,
super, yeah, super strong.
that's the example for a cold email. For DM, it's quite different. We also have to have a short message.
Mm.
What we do is with this intent signal, first of all, we will score each contact. If your score is high, it means that you have to contact this person through cold email, DM, and cold call as well. Some of them with a low score, you just have to put them directly in the campaign, and based on the answer, trying to have the more answer, but not cold call, not necessarily.
Mm.
And then you can use one of them in your message. It really depends. Example here, how to score each contact. You have to select the one that is really relevant for you and adding a score. You can do that directly into Clay. There is the best way to do it is really to use formula because they have a score rows, but not working well. Formula is working perfectly. It's easy to put in place. It's really relevant. And regarding LinkedIn post, I told you about that just previously. In this case, we use that because we know that if people are publishing on LinkedIn, they are using the platform. And it's also a great thing to personalize the message. But if we don't have it, we can personalize the message with other information. Step 2, how to create personalized message. So just to, before diving it, what is a perfect DM structure? We have tested a lot of type of DM, and the one that is working well is the one with first in intro based on the post or the specificity of the company or of the person, what is she doing in the company, and just a simple question with an easy answer. That means people don't have a lot of time to answer. And the easier you help them to answer, the best your rate will be. And the best simple question is something that you answer with this or that. You can try yes or no, but really the better is this or that. For example, you send a first sentence, then you send a second message. And I will explain later how to do that with automation in LGM directly. And then you ask a question. I noticed you are doing XYZ. Just to clarify, are you focusing only in Europe or are you planning to go global? Why is that simple question? Because it's easy to engage the conversation and it's easy to answer. I think you have question.
No, it was a question about is the meeting is recorded, and I say yes. On the playground, you will have the recording.
Okay. So how to do that? I will share my screen with the prompt. In fact, we use ChatGPT for that as well. Okay.
Also, if you want to try La Growth Machine in Clay, integration, because Clay and La Grosse Machine are integrated together. You can just click on the under one free month. Just on the screen, I just display a specific link that gives one free month instead of 14 days. I also shared it in the chat.
So regarding the personalized message, we use the prompt. So here it's ChatGPT and it's my account directly that is connected to Clay. And then we have three parts with context, objective, instruction, and example. I used to do that directly into Airtable, connected with automation in Make. So it was the same prompt. And I was asking with, I have my contact base in Airtable, and each part here was in Make. If you are used to use Make, you can do it as well. And you can connect Make to LGM as well. So you can run this kind of things without Clay. It's not necessarily needed to use Clay. So here we have a context. You can find it here. Then we specify what the objective is, what data to use, and we are giving some an example of the output. Something that is really important is this part, asking OpenAI to add the second sentence in a new line after a period. Because if you don't do that, in LGM, it will send one message, and we don't do that. We want something that feels natural. So here's for the message, and as you can see here, we have some example of answer. Different message. I can show you also here. Okay. Sorry. I can't switch from one screen to another. I have to stop the share. Okay. So here are some other examples. Then you can see it's really based on the person, and sometimes they use the last post.
So Tim asked, how do you generate these random messages? With the prompts? With the prompts. Yeah.
The prompt goes directly in each part of contact. He knows which column to use, which data to use for the contact. And then for each contact, you have each message is really personalized for the person, for the contact. It's not a message that is the same for everyone.
Anthony asked, can you show the instruction section? I guess it's to the prompt section.
Yeah, I can also share them after the webinar.
In the recording, yes.
Yeah.
ChatGPT in Clay or separate? Tim, as Constance said, it could be ChatGPT separate. It could be in Clay. It could be in Make. I mean, this is depending on your stack.
Yeah, really. Instruction part, here it is.
Yeah. Vladimir asked, don't these messages sound a little bit unnatural, a bit fake, with the words that you will never use in real life? As Constance said, if it's weird orally, you shouldn't put it in your sequence.
Yeah, you have to try each message really out loud, and based on what you feels, if it doesn't feel good for you, because you are the one that are sending this message through your LinkedIn profile or for client, it really should be something that you feel great with. If it doesn't feel great for you, don't send it. It's something really important. Which this type of message, we have a lot of answers, so it's something that is working. But you can have another type. Here, our contacts are mainly CEOs and the founder of SaaS, B2B SaaS company. For other industry, the message will be totally different. We really create the craft message based on the market, the person, the profile, the contact, etc.
There is a question from Pascal. When will LGM natively integrate ChatGPT? It's already the case because we do have the AI message, magic message. So you
Yes.
can, in La Grosse Machine, in the copywriting part, ask you feel different answer to several questions. Like this ChatGPT is really like precise, and you build. It helps building the prompt. And yeah, exactly here, here
You
we
have
go. Yeah, you have the you have the ABT symbol also. The
it's here.
magic message is here. Yeah, AI message. So you do have what is your product, what is your key benefits, what is your buyer persona, etc., etc. um, Also, another question: do you review each message before sending them through La Growth Machine?
We always have a test campaign. So in test campaign, we send message through a little bunch of contacts, not a lot, but each campaign is really small, not more than 200 person. And for a test campaign, it's like between 10 and 20, not much. We want to be sure that it's working. If it's not, we test something different.
Okay, yeah. Also, because I think some other people has to leave. Yeah, there is I can share it again, where you have the recording in the playground, which is our community platform. I just share the screen here. Just super important to have in mind that two sounds more natural. You have LinkedIn voice that will be the I think the step after that Constance will demo, and also the chat mode. This is in La Growth Machine, two of our best feature to sound super authentic, to mimic human behavior, to be super natural.
Yes, I will show you. Okay, I will come back to the presentation. So let's dive into LGM integration. I used to, as the work was done in Clay, we connect directly Clay to LGM. It's really easy. It's a native connection now, integration. You just have to add all the information here. Your Clay API, your La Grosse Machine API, and add your audience. Your audience should be created before doing that, and then you can select it directly. After it's classic, you follow here. Clay knows which column to take into account, and it do it on its own. And you have, like Eloise said before, you have custom attribute field. And for this one, for the message I have created for each contact, I put it directly into custom attribute one. And I could have done other custom attribute for other information. We use them for email campaign to personalize some sentence. And here for the message, we put that directly into custom attribute one.
That's okay. That's super smart. So you have uh, you have or the scenario where you will use the custom attribute just to personalize one sentence or one variable in a sentence, or you can do like this and put the whole message as a custom attribute. Okay.
Yeah, for GM, we do that like this. For call message, cold email, it's really different. It's more often about variables or information in one sentence.
Mm.
Sometimes it can be the first sentence Also, the second one, it really depends on the data we have and what we want to send.
Okay.
Also, you have to keep in mind that if you have like 500 contacts, it's really rare to find all the intentional, all the data for all the contacts you have.
Mm,
You will have some with the data, some with part of it, and some with none of them. And you have to know what to do with the people with no information. And even if they are on your ICP, you can send email to them, but really it's an email campaign and it's really to test, and also LinkedIn campaign. With it, what is really interesting with LGM as well is the way you can warm up the contact. I will send you that later. Even for DM, we warm up the contact before sending message.
okay.
So after that, something I want to say to add is even if we don't have the email, work email, we send the contact directly into LGM because once we have the LinkedIn URL of the profile, and also because in LGM you can find the email. You can have this enrichment directly in LGM. I'm used to use full enrich and find email, and the full enrich find a lot of email, and sometimes the find email find the one that are missing. But in that particular case, it's not the case, and I know that I can have another shot with LGM. So it's
Yeah, we do use waterfall cascade enrichment with 9 different providers. So that's a good idea to have a shot with LGN too.
so it adds directly the contacts in the LGM. I will show you directly in LGM. It will be better. Um, so here is my audience. As you can see, I have information about people. I have job title, the email, the name of the company with the logo. And the logo is directly had in LGM. I don't have it in Clay. Then the website, the location, LinkedIn URL of the profile, and the message in custom attribute one here
Mm,
for each contact.
mm. One question from Anthony. What have you found is the best response rate between LinkedIn and email? Because he say I see large and complicated email and LinkedIn trees and workflow, but what has been the best approach?
It's changed a little bit lately. What was working well at the beginning of this year was really to send DM in LinkedIn, but it starts to change. What working well at this moment is cold call. But it doesn't mean that you don't have to send DMs and cold email, because you warm up your contact. And when you will have the call, they will know you a little bit. So it's better,
Mm,
I think, to go on and keep on doing things and try other things based on the industry. You are some industries that are not a lot in LinkedIn, so DM are not really relevant for that kind of industry. And but we keep on sending some DM and asking them in LinkedIn, because sometimes it works for maybe 10 contacts in a base of 500 people. It really does. You don't know, in fact, you don't know what is the best. But what I have noticed this year is that at the beginning of the year, DM was working well, and now it's quite the rate starts to decrease a little bit.
yeah, and Anthony asked if LGM support calls. Yes, we do support cold call and warm call. So cold call is the first step of your sequence. Warm call is the second or third step of your sequence. And we do have integration with aircall and ringover. You even have your little memo scripts. So yeah, you can add calls in your sequence with La Growth Machine. And about C-level, because Pascal asked cold call with C-levels. Yeah, I think it's depend of your industry, but also of your person as yes, of course. And because DM, LinkedIn DM are really more and more difficult to sound authentic, that's why we develop things like LinkedIn voice or chat mode. It's to stand out in your inboxes.
Hmm.
Maybe Constance, you can suddenly talk about these two ways to use DM.
Yeah. So here it is. It's a campaign.
Full
This one,
LinkedIn.
yes, full LinkedIn, but I will explain what we do with people after that. In fact, here it's a warm-up campaign. We don't start to send a message directly. If I zoom a little bit, the first message here is for the contacts that it's not a contact, for the leads that are not a contact yet. We had as a relation
You
here.
like a post even. Yeah, you start to like
Visit
visit.
profile, like posts.
Yeah, social
Before,
warming is really great to warm up your leads.
yeah, it's really important. Sometimes for some campaign, we add another visit profile here. It really depends.
Yeah.
And then we have two type of message for each. So this here is really about people that are not contact, and here they are contact. But as you can see, we send first the message, and then we send the voice message for each. And what is really important, so as you can see, hello first name, and here you have the message in the custom attribute one, as we see previously. And what is really important here, so just to dig deeper, before, here are the variables, and all of your custom attributes are there in identity, in yellow. And what is really important is to check this, to have the real chat mode. I don't think in fact, the real chat mode, yes.
No. Sorry, I was thinking on your slide, but it's difficult to switch from the slides to your demo.
No, it's better when when I am the same browser. Here, yep. Here you can see. In fact, it will send two messages and not just one, and it's better because it feels more natural. Sometimes people are sending manually DM, but they send a block with 4 lines, and it's not easy to read. It doesn't feel natural. It's better to do that. You can also do here with a new line there or another message, but like it's set.
Yeah,
In
it
the
splits.
message we have done.
Yeah, exactly. It splits one big
Yeah,
message in, uh,
yeah,
in little message like, "Hey Martin, hope you're doing well." Da da da, and this is 3 messages,
yeah.
and it's 3 notification also in your mobile phone.
That's right. If you have notification.
Yeah.
But yes. So here is the LinkedIn message, and you can add A/B testing if you want to test message. Someone asked about it doesn't feel natural the message. You can test 2 message directly here. You just have to check here and click here, sorry, and then you had your second message. You can create 2 message in your with ChatGPT. You can do both directly with this. And if you want to have a LinkedIn voice note, you just have to check that you had a message, and then you check this. And up just to show you, here are the message. In fact, here it's LGM directly that is creating this based on my voice, the voice I registered there. As my voice note is always a follow-up message. It will be sent because people have not responded to my first message, and I have done a small follow-up message.
Just wanted to follow up on my previous message. What do you think?
And just you just have to register this one. I don't know if later on you will allow AI to create this
The
message.
warm message, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe, but because cloning AI cloning voices is quite tricky to have like the real human voice. It's difficult, but to personalize, hey Martin, hi Samantha, etc. It's quite nice.
yeah, yeah, and it really helps to not creating each message one by one.
Hey,
So
Bryce.
the final result.
Hey, Bryce.
Just wanted to follow up on my previous message. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe the best practice will be to because I know that there is this pause between both of the messages. Sometimes if we wait too much time to go ahead, the pause is really big. But yeah, this is yeah, we have to test and use or not the cloning voice. You are not obliged to test this hey first name part.
Yeah, and also I don't have a mic because I'm away, and the sound is better when I register with a microphone directly. And not with my computer microphone because there is noise, and we hear that the voice from the first part and the second part.
Yeah,
It's not,
we have
yeah.
to put it a little bit more. Yeah, we have to make it less good the first part maybe.
Yeah, but I registered with the microphone last for the last campaign, and we didn't hear that difference, really not. So it's really based on your microphone. You don't have to invest in a expensive one, but it's better with.
Nice.
So it's the way that this works. Also, just to let you know, I talked later before, sorry, about people which will be sent to email. So I can send them directly to another audience and then another campaign, because in LGM and like other tool, each campaign is based in an audience. That's logical. At the end of my sequence, I have a webhook here, and I hand the sequence here, but just here to show you how you can manage things. Here, if I don't have any answer, I will send this person directly to another audience, and it will send them a cold email. So instead of creating a huge campaign with LinkedIn message and then cold email, I prefer to do that. It's easier to manage. And after that, I have webhooks that send directly to Slack to send me a notification, and also it sends directly to my CRM, which is HubSpot.
That's super great. Hmm. No question from that. Do you guys have other question? Etienne is typing. What is exactly put it in HubSpot? What is transmitted to HubSpot exactly?
In fact, you see my screen, I think.
Yes.
With yeah, okay. So you can link whatever you want. And you can add a lot of field here and map different field. If you have custom theme, you can add them, and you can do a lot of things. For this part, we didn't map all the field, but for clients who has HubSpot, we map all the field, and sometimes we have custom field also in HubSpot, and we can manage that. It's really based on what is relevant for you. If you have a campaign message, an email, cold email message directly after that, you just have here. In fact, in Clay, we send information directly in HubSpot. So we just need here to send data about the campaign, the answer or not. What did we send? Which campaign did they get into? And once we get a meeting, then after we have the information. But after the follow-up message, if the person is answering, we will manage the message directly manually. We will have the conversation manually. It's not automate.
Okay. Another question about answer rate. What is your answer rate on voice message? Do you have any data or any feedbacks on success of voice message globally?
Yes. Alors, so voice message, it's working better, but it really works in the follow-up message. I don't know if people try to send voice message first, but in my opinion, it really feels weird to receive from a total stranger a voice message. So we don't send voice notes at first. It's really a follow-up message. And it's better to send follow-up message. And one of the contact I have explained why, and they told us that it's better. It seems that it's not automated, and that's the reason why he answers the message. So your rates is better due to that. Maybe it will change if everyone is using a voice note. It's like it works. In fact, sometimes things work between 6 months, and then you have to try something else at this point, and now it works really well.
Thank you very much, Constance. Another question from Raz. What is the best practice to push campaign name to HubSpot? To push the campaign name to HubSpot, yeah.
Yeah, what I did and what I still do is to add the year, month, and date of the launch, your target. So here it's the SaaS Europe, and then you can add behind that an information. But it's 25, and then 8. For instance, 1, because if you send several campaign at the same period, it's better to have the day of the launch as well. Sometimes it's not relevant. So the better, the smaller it is, the better it is. But you have to do something that if in 6 months you go back to this, you will know what this campaign is about. Really keep that in mind. What is relevant for you if in 6 months you don't go back, you send your message, you have the results, you check the results, etc. You have some booking, some meeting that are booked. You do the booking and you don't do anything with this campaign. In 6 months, will you be able to remember what happens, which type of target it was, and what did you do without digging into it?
Thank you very much, Constance. Another question from Patrick, which is, where and how do you manage the status of the campaign? Meaning, how do you know if a prospect answered or not? You have it in La Grosse Machine. You also have it in HubSpot, I mean.
Yes. In fact, in La Grosse Machine, you have here the inbox.
which is
Won't
an
show.
unified inbox, merging LinkedIn answers and email replies.
Yeah. We also have notification with Slack because we use the webhook and put in, as you can see in the campaign, here we have a webhook and it sends a message directly into Slack notification. So we have the notification directly when a message arrives, and in HubSpot as well.
And maybe because it's confidential, you don't want to demo too much the chat inbox. I get it. I just dropped in the chat a screenshot of how you qualified a lead directly in your inbox. And also, you do have to know that, and I can also share that, you have in a growth machine the lookalike feature that gives you the opportunity to detect automatically when a lead answer positively. And so the lookalike engine will run and telling you, oh, Martin said that he's super interested in booking a call. Here are some leads, similar leads that you can add to your actual campaign. So that's a way to nurture your pipeline ongoing without any effort. The lookalike is at 2 locations in La Growth Machine. In the search bar, in the search part, as push search, like you say, I want to have, let's say, Stripe. This is my ideal client, and the lookalike will give you all the lookalike and the similar companies. And then with the ABM approach, you can use the filters and have the persona to contact in these similar companies. And but also the lookalike is in another place. This unified inbox with the the automatic qualification saying, oh, this guy say, yes, I'm interested. And so the lookalike run. I can share something about the opportunities flow and lookalike search thing here. HubSpot was not working that way. I shifted to Airreach. Muhammad say HubSpot and Airreach. That's
Yeah,
nice.
for me, iReach is totally different from HubSpot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's
Don't
not
get
a
that.
iReach.
Yeah, try to contact you guys, but no one has a. We are not a HubSpot, Muhammad, and if you have any question, you can just drop a message to the support team. I give you the email here. Other question, maybe Pascal say, Patrick, when you have Ash's smartphone, have you get the rain notification from the LGM, so I can chat with the prospect directly from the LGM inbox. Yeah, Patrick, exactly. The LGM inbox is a unified inbox where you can get the reply and also reply.
Answers.
Yeah, answer exactly, and have back and forth conversation. Any other question? Okay. Thank you very much, Constance, for all the insights and all the different iteration and tests you accepted to share with us. It was super insightful and rich. I think all the people who asked questions had answers, and thank you for all the super dynamic chat. Also, it was a really great session. Thank you, Constance. How did you lead that?
Thank you very much. It was my pleasure. And thank you to all of you for your question. It's really interesting to have a question and an exchange regarding different things. And
Yeah.
that's great.
I also share your LinkedIn, Constance. I think Tim had to left, and he asked how to contact you. So I put it here again. And also there is a link that I can promote here on stage to give you guys 1 month to test La Growth Machine more easily. So August is the best month to try things to prepare September and back to school period. So don't hesitate to use this link to set up some campaigns, to run some A/B testing, and then be prepared for September. I can give it in the chat too, because maybe here we go, and hop. Yep, there is. Thank you, Pascal. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Raz, Etienne, Anthony, for all your questions, Vladimir. And this recording will be shared in the playground, which is our community platform. I will just give you the link here. It's 100% free.
And
A lot of recordings.
yeah, it's great place.
Yes, thank you very much. Again, Constance, thank you. It was very a pleasure to have you here today with me. Have a great summer if you guys take some summer also. For example, I go on Friday in vacation, so enjoy your summer, guys, and can't wait to show and share with you a few next features that are coming, and also get your feedbacks on what you tried with La Growth Machine. Thank you, Constance.
Thank you very much, Eloise. Thank you too.
Bye.